Oh, oh my god, that was scary. I was about to do my intro. I didn't see the cow. And it was loud. Anyway, folks, another morning here on the Erie Canal Trail. And today we plan on finishing the abandoned section, and we'll actually be into the actual working part of the canal. So, I'm back hiking to where we left off before. It's only about a mile, so it's a short section. I'm just gonna pass up the beautiful view. Again, Road 46 is the loud road. It's not as busy today as it was last time. I'm not sure if you're supposed to park there, but I'm like, why not? There's like a small pull off, I guess you can call it, to safely be off the road if you're just going to be here a short time, like myself. So, yeah, if I get a ticket, I get a ticket. It's not a busy road, so I don't see a problem with it. It's not like parking along that road over there. So yeah, we got probably a total 2.5 mile actual walking hike, and then we got a road drive which takes us to the parking lot to the actual working canal. When I got here early this morning, I drove around. The railroad's 3 miles that way, so. And Shawn Road is the road I'm parked on. Will take you, it looks like it'll take you right over to the railroad if need be. You can do some rail fanning and hiking, like I do. So, Shawn Road will take you in that direction, which is the town of Verona. So yeah, this is going to be the finishing up of the abandoned part of the historic Erie Canal. And we did a bunch of stuff up in the Adirondacks last week. You notice all the fall foliage and everything hasn't even started to change. Well, we're just starting to get in some color down here in Verona, New York. So, up in the Adirondacks, it's like at the peak, apex. And down here, well, you can see where some of it's starting to change, but it's not like it is up north. I'm going back in the history and thinking here when this canal was being used. Like these bridges they put in for roads to cross. There must have been bridges here during the canal's operation, because I don't see why they would construct bridges for roads that don't get used much unless there was already a bridge over the canal during its usage. A lot of these bridges probably shouldn't be bridges in today's world. So, and it's wondering if this was a bridge in the canal days. Anyway, here we are at Collins Road. There's like a meter gauge on depth on the bridge here. So, that's interesting. So this bridge was added after the canal, and it was obviously closed. So, alright, so we turn around and start our hike. Adirondacks is out today because of the overcast, as you can see. So I decided to do this, at least get to the main active canal. See, that's what's confusing me is, well, this one has a purpose of being there because there's a road on the other side. But why would this road have been here? Had to have been here for the canal during its operation. But then even if the canal closed, they still went through the effort to keep in a bridge here, which that would have been expensive. So just questions. If anybody knows history back in the day, if that was there was an actual bridge there back then and then modernized, but still, that bridge looks like it was built in the 40s or 50s for a road that gets barely used. So was this road, were these roads in existence back then, I'm thinking? So as I was exploring this morning, speed limits for the CSX line here is 75 for passenger, 60 for any other train. That sign was clearly indicated right after air crossing when I went over it. So your passenger trains are maxed at 75 and anything else is 60. And again, I'm surprised they don't clear this out as some sort of navigable waterway for kayaks. Some sections are, but still. It's practically all open all the way through to Syracuse. We could get a kayak through. And at least it'll still have a purpose instead of just collecting stagnant water. But I do know, and we'll probably find out, well, I don't know, it's where the trail comes up and takes an abrupt road walk to the actual canal. I'm wondering if it's blocked off up here. For some reason the trail doesn't follow it to the actual canal. It stops and just juts off down a road. You'll see that coming up. So, questions there. Why they just, if we're following the canal, why don't we just go to the main one? Why is there a sudden stop and then get pushed onto a road walk? You'll find out. Yep, in the Hudson Valley, the leaves haven't even started changing yet. Yeah, in the Adirondacks, that's for sure. Oh. That's where the road crossing is. It's a little culvert down here. Huh. About halfway down the straight section. I don't see where it comes out on this side though. No, that part's underwater. Interesting. to the next road crossing, the Shawnee Road. And after this road, it's 11 minutes to the next crossing. About a half mile ahead. Oh, it's Sen Road, okay. I was calling it Sean, it's Sen. Maybe that's the next road. Sen Road. About a half mile to go. And then we'll be off the abandoned part. Yeah, so the road name is Sen, S-E-N-N, not S-A-E-N, as I thought it was. Another thing I haven't seen lately is the mile marker, actually. I don't know when the last mile marker was. I haven't seen it on this. I don't remember seeing it on the last section either. There should have been a mile marker along the way at some point. Not much to look at. It's a straight trail. Canal's somewhere over there. Woods are over here. Nothing spectacular. It's a walk in the woods. And traffic. Don't want to forget about the traffic. Oh, looks like our road walk's coming up. Or our road drive's coming up. I see the sign for pedestrian traffic over there. And a stop sign over here. A nice, another little fluorescent sign over there, probably. Oh, a marsh. Got a marsh over here. I don't think it's supposed to be a marsh. It looks like something's plugged. I'm pretty sure it's getting pretty full to flood the trail itself if we get any rain. In fact, it looks like it did up here. Oh yeah, they got beaver in here. I'm gonna blame the beaver. That sound trigger, and there's beaver in here plugging things up. Oh, we got a residence coming up. Yeah, that's a beaver tree. Caught by beaver. Well, you know what? I'm gonna stop here. I don't want to get too close to these private houses, and they're right on the trail. And what I need to show you, I can show you here. So, with that being said, junction. The trail goes that way. There's a trail junction up here. And here's the other interesting sign. Lock 21 is that way. So, I'll move up a little more. Yeah, this is sketchy. Look over here. Until I get out of there. Yeah, okay, this is where our trail deviates to a road, walk, drive, however you want to run it. Oh, I got the view right here, okay. Yep, there's the beaver house. Also the beaver in it. This is a beaver pond. Alright, here we go. This is what I want to show you. I'll hide behind these trees. Bridge closed a mile ahead. What the hell? How's that gonna work? Of course, that one car is coming down that one road. So, we come here, this is it. We turn, we cross our little canal bridge. The canal continues to go straight, but we cross here. There's the road signs and everything. But what I don't understand is that... what bridge? Because they want the trail to go that way, but apparently the bridge is closed. Bicycles and pedestrians in lane. I'll drive that section. So this is where we deviate from our canal. This is where we leave the actual old historic Erie Canal, and we actually meet the active canal. As you've seen, there's a lock coming up, but this is where the actual trail ends for the abandoned section. Yeah, so let me work my way back and find out what bridge is closed. Because maybe I might not be able to access that. It looks like it's been closed a while. They have a permanent sign up. So, yeah, well, we'll just drive that section if it's accessible. So, alright, well, we'll go from there. Check the train there real quick first. There's our bridge. Our signs. Remember, you gotta watch for that state logo sign. The bridge that's out a mile down is the canal itself. So this is gonna be a road drive. There's that sign. Bridge closed a mile ahead. Bike lane. That sign is so faded. That's all it is. So this is gonna be a road drive. There is parking for vehicles at the end of this road. And I believe there's camping as well. I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure this is a spot that had camping, but this would be a road walk kind of deal, so the road is the trail, as clearly stated on the sign on the right. I think it might be a little park up here. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, so the parking's up top here. The road right down here is the road we just came in on. But the parking's up here, where all this infrastructure is. This is your parking lot. There's your locks right there, actually. Lock 21. Alright, let's see what we got. Now we're at the actual active canal. A lot of unique stuff to look at. Here we are. Lock 21. Sun's right in my eyes here, so can't really show you much that way. Lock house. Lock tender's house. There's actually somebody here tending the locks right now, so I guess we cross this. Here's the lock itself. Looks like the towpath would have been on both sides. And come to look of it, this is where the temporary, where that bridge closed sign would, because the road would have come up here. The bridge would have been right here, because the road would have continued off that way. You could actually see the alignment of the road where the bridge would have been. The bridge embankment right there would have crossed here. Bridge embankment and the road on the other side. And it looks like the towpath down through there. I'm a little sketchy about crossing this though. Look this way. I still don't know why they would have a bridge closed sign if there is no bridge. Could just call it a dead end road. I like the old style. Those are 1950s styled guardrails maybe. They use the guidelines. Anyway, there's an access road up to the right of that. Is that a falling over pine tree, or am I seeing things down there? Questions. Now mind you, we were in the Adirondacks 6 days ago. And everything was all colored up and everything. I got some shade over here. And now we're on this side of the trail. I'm trying to stay away from that lock tender and not include him in the video, but there is an active person working for the canal system right now. Alright. Lock 21. It's actually the Erie Canal. We're on the Erie Canal. Nice little park. They kept it so well that when I pulled up, I wasn't sure if I was supposed to be here. I'm like, is this part of the thing? You know, private property usually keep out kind of thing. That's what it felt like. Am I supposed to be coming through here? Yeah, the sign says don't dismount. So the trail is right here. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much you use the abandoned... Oh, my finger makes funny noises when I pull it out of my pocket, apparently. So I was going to pull my finger out and point. Because it... Oh, wow, here we go. Perfect view. As I said, the road's the trail. So you come in, you'll actually... It actually looks like it forces you onto the old part, the old Erie Canal. Because you come around that side, you come across this Lock 21. And then this is the trail itself. So the old Erie Canal that's abandoned is now this trail, which is now the Erie Canal Trail. Interesting. I got some information right here. Oh yeah, you have a boatload of information, literally. New York State Barge Canal, Oneida County. Oh, we are here. See, now, what I don't understand is, this is that road walk on the section we just did. This is the old section. Why didn't we just continue the trail? But now it makes sense, because this is the trail. They needed to cross Lock 21 to get to this side, because there's no other crossing until the other side of Rome. So that's probably why. Is this a place of camping? This might be the place of camping too. Somewhere around here there's places you can camp. Again, you're gonna have to, well, this one I mean, I don't know. You can pause it if you want. I'll try to get close to it. But a lot of the stuff you'll have to see to be here. This tells you about the boats. Oh, a map. Canal Way Trail, Lock 21. Yeah, see, we started down here way back when, and we hiked everything. And there's no Chenango, there's parking, and somewhere in Higgsville is parking. It doesn't say anything that you can actually park along some spots else. So, but we started way back here in DeWitt. We've already covered up until here. This is the old one we walked on. This trail here, this blue line. Link Trail, North Country Trail. Alright, so we still gotta go to the Rome. Yeah, so we're right here. We cross this lock and, well, on our way to Rome, I guess. Need a little picnic area to have a cookout. Yeah, I mean, that's all there is to it. I'm still trying to avoid that lock tender. Yeah, this is an awesome spot. No doubt. I'm gonna go sit at the picnic table for a minute and relax. Train door ain't popping off at all close by, but that's due to the change because all mentioned engines are hanging out in the same spot still. Nobody's updated the maps or anything. So, got a little time to stick around here because there's 4 possibility of heritage units today. So, I'm going to look at this map real quick and we'll go from there. Anything happens, it'll be on here. Rome. My goal is to get on the other side of Utica before winter. I want to get out of these population areas. Right now, if I get down here early enough, I can beat the traffic through cities. But after Utica, if I leave at 2 in the morning, I'm still not going to beat rush hour traffic. So I want to at least get on that side of Utica. And this doesn't show you Utica for some reason. See, now that's a different website from what I'm looking at. So it's canals.newyork.gov. It's not empirestatetrail.com. there's a lot to do. I still have to go back to Canastota and visit that little park probably next year. Little historic park there. Again, keep an eye on your trail markers because you're going to see Empire State Trail, Erie Canal. And the trail actually turns off to the left, but if you keep going down this hill, it's not the trail. So keep that in mind when you get to Lock 21. You're going to go take a left and go across the lock. You're not coming down here because this is not part of the trail. It's like an access road. There's a picnic table down here I'm going to show you, so let me do that real quick. Fermented apples laying around. An old road. This used to be the road. The bridge used to be, it's where this picnic table is. I see if anything coming in and out of the locks. The road would have been over there, where the other guardrail is. Yeah, there's a lot to see here, a lot of history. Yeah, let's go look up there first. Yeah. That's opening up. Looks like we got something coming. That's an indication of a railroad signal. I was getting ready to leave, and then I heard tuk-tunk, tuk-tunk. I looked behind me, and the door started opening a little bit. I'm like, oh, okay. Sounds like there's a vessel inbound. The two locks are talking to each other. 22 and 21 are talking. This is after the gates opened up, so we're waiting for traffic. Might as well watch this happen in real time, right, folks? Alright, let's see where our next intersection is. I don't know how far I'm going to get down. I do have a couple trains of interest in the area. There is a spotter, a train spotter, at milepost 177 for westbounds. And everything that I'm looking at are coming westbound, so as soon as he screams something cool went by, there's 4 possibilities of heritage units, so yeah. But nobody's seen them in a day or 2, so they may not be in the area anymore. I don't know, but we'll know when he screams train. Again, funny, I opened up the web browser and phone calls like that come in on a Saturday. I told you in the previous hiking video, the second I pulled my phone out, the second I reached for a tower, because my data and everything's off right now, because I don't have plans, so I have to pay it when it runs out, kind of deal. So I don't have my data on at all until I'm looking up something, and sure enough, shut the data off. Potential spam call. So that's the government watching you. Hear me, Mr. Government? So yeah, that does exist. I mean, I've proved it many times. Anyway, back to this. Look back on where we are. What I was looking up when I had the web browser open, this is the camping spot. Like if you're passing through, you can camp here, I believe. So that's what it looks like on the map. It shows the camping area. So you can camp at Lock 21. Like if you're cycling the whole entire trail. I know there's lots of videos on YouTube, people just cycling through. That is a designated camping area. So if I didn't have to work tomorrow, I could probably pull my tent out of the car right now and set it up. So. Back to the phone. I mean, it's just convenient. It happened on another trail. I forget what part it was. I think it was part 9. Yeah, the last episode we did. No, it wasn't the last one. Anyway, part 9. I was thumbing through and I was doing something with my phone because I was looking at the map. Again, the Erie Canal map. And something happened and I started going on a rant about that. Oh, government's got you tapped. And sure enough, the second I turn on the web browser, get done using it, turn it off, potential spam, phone calls. So, and this is a guy that doesn't use his phone like everybody else. It's always on it. So, government figured out, hey, this particular phone number just linked up with the phone tower. Conveniently. It's always funny. It's seconds. It's within seconds after shutting it off every time. So be careful, people. You try to be off grid. Don't use your phone. I wonder if this would have been big enough to have 2 towpaths. Because, again, that sunlight. Gotta enjoy it. I can't complain about it, but I'm glad it's out. Because pretty soon it's going to be cloudy, 3 inches or more of snow on the ground, no leaves on the trees, and none of this ambient noise. So yeah, it's annoying that the sun's right in my eyes, but you know, if there's anything real interesting, I'll show you. Now there's these concrete posts every so many feet. He's been here a while. If anybody knows what those would have been used for, probably a railing, or maybe those, I would almost want to say boat tie-ups, but I doubt that. Because a boat would just rip them right out of it. What was the last one I seen? They could be boat tie-ups from back in the day. But if anybody knows, go ahead and comment down below. The last one I passed is right there. That's a concrete post. And that's what brought up the question when I seen this one. Concrete post. So, if anybody has an idea what they would have been used for, they're definitely, if they were boat tie-ups, they're not modern ones. I think for this walk, I'm going to go to that bridge that's up here and turn around there. Neat little, oh, that might be a campsite actually. Nice little place to camp. I don't know. It's just weird that that's cleared out like that. Yeah, that's why we didn't go to the Adirondacks today, because they're supposed to be cloudy and overcast. And that's why we did it last week. The weather was popping. I mean, it was not disappointing. That's the best trip I had all summer. Let's take a look over here. Now the sun went down a little bit. Going back to my previous question on, yeah, there had been two topaz. Got morning tongue again. Because over there you can see where it looks like there's a trail over there. Not a current trail, but where there would have been a trail. Can I see the lock? No, I can't see the lock. I was hoping to get some place to see that lock, but again, we're at Lock 21. The active part. I looked behind me and seen this. But the reason why I looked behind me is this is an odd trail going off the trail. That was a little disturbing. Yeah, pretty soon you won't hear any more crickets. Birds all fly south. It'll just be a frozen tundra, snow. 6 months of depression. That's the first marker I've seen all day. It's not like the old one on the abandoned section. So I don't know how many more there is to go. It doesn't have the arrow saying 25, 10. There's a nice little unique feature on that trail. Again, there ain't much to see. You're walking through woods on the side. Can't really see anything on the other. But being active, one of these days we might catch a boat. Speaking of boats, a couple months ago, before I even thought about doing the trail, actually, there was a pretty high priority barge that came through. I can't call them boats, I can call them barges, with a pedestrian bridge for buffalo on it or something, and it was making headlines up in Sandy Creek, for goodness sake. If stuff makes headlines up there, then it's pretty significant, and that was making news up there. Is that there's this barge with a pedestrian bridge on it, destined for Rochester or Buffalo, traveling the entire length of this canal. just like that was intended to in the olden days. One of a kind of thing. Which I kind of wish I knew it. If it was happening tomorrow or something. Then I'll know where to be. Yeah, I don't know if these are campsites or what. I stopped at one of them and I can't see the lock anymore because we went around the curve at some point. There's these little clearings. These kind of feel like camping spots. Yeah. So I'll tucked off the trail good enough where, you know, a cyclist could set up. Back. I don't even know if I finished that story. Let me divide the title. I hate running titles longer than 5 minutes because if something happens like at the end of it, like if the memory card corrupts or something, I lost that entire section. So if it's like a 10-minute video and something cool happened and it got wiped because I didn't do anyway, I mentioned way back when that there's a lot of videos of people just cycling through and they had to stop and camp once in a while. I think before Lock 21, the only other place you can camp is Green Lakes State Park, which you got the trail off to the side. That comes off that. You know what I mean? That trail. So this will be the next camping area where cyclists and people that are doing the whole, I think it's 300 something miles by bike. So yeah, I'm just walking it. I don't know where it'll end, but we'll get to a point. I kind of want to go the full length this way, but going toward Buffalo, I'm not real sure, but whatever. Most of it west of the lock is all mostly road, drive along the road. It's not a trail like this for the most part. Eastbound, it's a trail. Westbound looks like half of it's roadwalk. Which, I don't. Just think we're 30 miles into this now. A little creepy trail off into the woods. Not a pedestrian trail. So something going on in the woods over here. Where four-wheelers need access from the trail. There's another spot. I think the first bridge coming up, which is probably where I'm going to turn around, is the Route 46 bridge. So I want to see how much further down that other old looking rickety built back in 1940 bridge. Let's see how far down that is. I'm kind of want to get up here and look for a parking spot. So I'm pretty sure there is not one for the 46, but I could be wrong. There's some kind of thing over here for the canal. Water depth maybe. Again, if you're taking your time looking around, here's a feature. It had to take me like 3 or 4 minutes to figure out what was going on. And, you know, stopped, took a little bit of a break here. And, so let's say on the other side, you see that opening? Looked like there used to be a road through there. Okay, see right there. So it looks like there used to be a road through there. There's that green sign I was still showing you a minute ago. Where is that sign there? Okay, so we just filmed that. I started walking by. There was a bridge here at one time. Cause look over here. How convenient is that? A clearing that looks like it used to be a road. So at some point, this used to be a road going through here with the bridge. You would not have known that if you didn't take the time to look. I mean, what's the coincidence that there's a huge open clearing that looked like it was a road right across from another one? That ain't coincidence. So this used to be a road coming across here. Or maybe back when they built the canal and then they closed the road off. But there's definitely, feels like a right of way. And a possible place to camp. Just watch out for those ghost cars. those ghost carriages. This is probably back in them days with the horse and buggy kind of thing. And then they closed the road to build a canal or something. I don't know, but either way, that looks like a right of way. It just happened to line right up. And I'm kind of surprised it's not as busy. I'm the only one walking the trail today. And we're on the good section. The more popular section. So, well, it is October and it's only like 62 degrees right now, but still, it's a nice, peaceful, relaxing morning. And I see nobody other than the lock attendant. Yeah, I see the bridge. It's right behind these trees. But I'm also wondering what's going on up here that don't look right. Yep, there's the trail. Okay. Let's see, that don't look. That looks. Maybe a parking lot. Let's hope so. Because I know this trail goes right under Route 46. So. Yeah, it'd be nice to see a barge going through. Someday. Why is there gravel there? Yeah, something personal to talk about a little bit is there's a little bit of a shakeup going on at my job. I almost got another job, but there'll be more time for me to get out next summer. I'm hoping is the end result of what's going on, because right now they got you working 10-hour days 6 days a week, and there's only 2 people on the entire roster that does that. So they're kind of shuffling things around, and I don't know, either way it's been a stressful couple of weeks, but hopefully at the end result everybody's happy and you finally get another day off, because this 1 day a week working 60-hour weeks is not cutting it. So it's of course department related. There's 4 of us in this department that have to work 6 days a week, 10-hour days, 1 day off, which is why there wasn't any camping done. The only actual real camping is when I took that vacation for a day or 2 down the PA, and when I did the Adirondacks last week. Anyway, this is a bridge. Yep, that's 46 up here, so this has been modernized. Well, yeah, this is not the abandoned part. But it might answer some questions too, though. Whoa, whoa, what the? It's like the actual spillway. Oh, neat. It's quite a bit down there. It's a good 25, 30 foot down. Yeah, okay, I see what's going on here. So, right below me is a spillway. It's like a little ramp. The water will go whoosh. The rocks will slow the water down, I'm thinking, before it enters the marsh. That's all marsh back there. But we can get a better look over here. So this is automatically needs to be where it is. If it gets any fuller, it'll just run out the spillway. Huh. I still see that green thing way down there. That's where we're complaining about the old road and everything. I like this too. This is great. Rock. This is a rock. So yeah, so unlike the old abandoned part where you had to actually lift things up and everything, I can't get down there. I won't be able to get back up, so that's why I'm not jumping down there, because that's quite a bit. I won't be able to climb up. So yeah, it's a neat thing to look at. Right on the other side of this bridge is where it's like a whoosh, like a slide. And the fact they let you access this down here, because they painted it so you don't smack your head on the 2x4s when you come back. So, neat little feature here. And again, this is in active use, but it's historic. Now you see how much deeper it is on the side. It's just like you can barely make it out. It's like a little slide. Huh, see? And the old creepy, scary Route 46, State Route 46 bridge in the Rome. I think there might be. I'm not going to try it right now. Maybe if it was early in the morning, I'd try to get up on that bridge. I think there is enough room we could actually walk up there, but I'm not going to tempt fate. So, we'll know when we get up there, but I think there is, but I'm not sure. That'd be a nice shot right down the view of the Loop Lock 21 down there. I can't see it from the shoreline for sure. It looks like we're coming up to it. I thought we went under the bridge. I can't remember if we went through a pedestrian crosswalk or not when I was coming in, so. Back to job related things. Think about it as a department store. This department works 4 days a week, 12-hour days. 48 hours total. This other department works 5 days a week, 10-hour days. My department works 6 days a week, 10-hour days. 60 hours a week. 1 day off. But, you know, how is that fair? And then this other department works 48 hours, they get 3 days off. That's where we're drawing the line. Keep right. What? That must be a snowmobile trail. The triangles and the trees. Yeah, it must be where snowmobiles go. That might make sense because you don't want two snowmobiles meeting in both directions here. That looks like a very bad day. Oh, what? What? And I'm not exactly sure where the... I thought that was 46. Maybe I was wrong? Rock. Dock. As busy as that road is, I'm going to say that is definitely Route 46. So you get some fall colors over here now. I don't see any street signs to tell me anything either. Oh. Looks fun up there. Let's go that far. I got enough energy. Let me check the train dar and see where that goes. And then we'll call it there, I guess. Scary bridge left behind. At least I'm not the only one walking the trail today. Guardrail or something coming up. Seems suspicious that if this was a towpath, why are we going up a hill? Canal's over there somewhere. I wonder. Well, I can't tell what the power line's coming through, but I was wondering if this road used to cross over here as well. And there's a pull off. Nice. We gotta find out where this road is. We can pull off over here. It's not a busy road. Again, I think from the guardrails back at the lock, these are older guardrails. A more modern one. But I think we're gonna turn around here, folks. Yeah. This is a good place to turn around right here. I don't know how much further up the bridge is. And I bet you this road used to come straight across here at some point. As you can see houses and everything over there, but these telephone poles went right through that clearing, so I don't know. And that's why the hill's here. This might have been a... Oh, for sure. Well, that answers that question. There definitely used to be a bridge here. There's your footings. It lines right up. So, yeah. The road's over there on the other side. See the houses. The bridge would have come across here. And that's this hill. And would have connected the road over here. And that's why this part is a hill. Yeah, I think it's good to end here. So, I still say that's Route 46. I wish I could see down the canal a little bit better and see how much further up this way that other bridge is. Yeah, the road bends there too. Alright, we're going to end this section, folks. So, hope you enjoy the, well, the video now that we're on the main part of the active canal. Let me go see what the sign says. It's probably a curb or sign. So I'm gonna go investigate that if it's anything I'll show you. But right now I'm ending the video, and hope you enjoyed it. Now that we're on the main active canal itself, so we're no longer in the abandoned Erie Canal. We're now at the actual canal with the actual working locks. Of course, I'll get more video of the locks and everything as I get up there, because I'm pretty sure that lock attendant, hopefully he's not in the same spot when I get back there. Alright, and thanks for watching. I'm getting some trail users now. Starting to wonder, I mean, it's not too bad of a day, and being the end of the season before winter hits, you'd think more people would be out. It's not going to rain today. It's just an overcast day, mid-60s right now. I was going to say something else, I forgot. Oh, the concrete posts. I've only seen those two. I haven't seen any other ones, so I'm not sure what they would have been. Here's the start of the lock. So, see if I can see one again. Yeah, those are the only two I've seen, so interesting. If anybody knows, comment down below. We're back at the Lock 21. Nice place to visit. I mean, you could come here, and you got two options. You could do the main Erie Canal, or you could go to Syracuse on the abandoned section. And that did not disappoint. There are some boring sections and quite a bit of roadblock, but this too has a lot of roadblock. But, you know, I mean, how many times on one of the episodes there, deer and the fawn just come out just chilling out in Cazenovia or someplace like that. I think it's Cazenovia, I'm not sure. It's in that section where there's Cazenovia, Canastota. It's just everything sounds the same. So, many deer encounters and stuff like that. Oh yeah, it's getting busier now. Here's the lock, start the Lock 21. Yeah, so yeah, you come here, you got a little parking lot. There's a portable restroom there. Picnic areas. Fishing, somebody's fishing over there right now. Camping. And you have your choice. You could do a short 1 mile, no, it's a mile now, road walk to the start of the actual abandoned canal that goes into Syracuse. Or you could start here and work east on the working canal. So Lock 21 is pretty significant. So, with that being said, I'll go back to my B-roll. But now we're starting to see, I've seen two people on this whole trip, one biker, one walker. This whole trip, including the section I did earlier, to lead to this spot. So, on Saturday. And again, back, oh, I did mention it on this trail a little briefly. Imagine what this is going to look like in 20 years. I mean, what did it look like in 20 years ago? So if you got a spot, like even if it's just a little park, film it, put it out on the world can see. Because I regret not doing that when I was younger, filming Conrail trains. But you know, what was this like back 20 years ago? And now it's all high tech, everything's energy efficient, rules and regulations changed. So, if you got a park or a favorite, everybody has their favorite spot. I mean, you don't have to tell you where it is. Just go, hey, this is in this town, and you know, the park you go to, this is what it looks like. And see what it looks like in 20 years from now. Because that's all pretty sure going to be documented and last a lifetime to what you would have seen 20 years ago and what we will see 20 years later. Even if it's the paint on the signs and stuff changed. And you think it's high tech now? What's going to happen in 20 years? I mean, this place is running off solar power right now on a generator. Literally. Well, maybe not this place, but that is. So they got solar power. You know, what used to be in the lock house? Was there like a huge... Uh-oh, we might have something here. That was lock 22. Requesting traffic. I might stick around for a while. Again, imagine what this looked like 20 years ago and what it will look like. So, if you get a nice park in your village, town, whatever, favorite trail, hike it, document it. Got 2 eastbounds. Should be seeing it any minute. In my luck, it's been overcast this whole time, and then now we got some action going on. I can't look the other direction because the sun's right in my eyes. That darn sunlight. We can't get over the elevation change here. The water's down below us. Then we got this lock. And we're even level with the oh, he's in here already. I can't see him. I mean, it's that far. The boat's already in here. The vessel. It's right below us. Yeah, he's right here. I can't even see the boat, the vessel. That's interesting. Yeah. It's like, what's making that noise? And all of a sudden it just appears here next to you. I think those are the water control valves opening so they can fill the pool. Again, this is a train guy, not a vessel guy. This is all new to me. yeah, definitely a cool place to hang out for a little while. Decided to go on this side where the sun isn't in my eye. There's a picnic table over here. This guy's enjoying himself too that works here. He's taking all sorts of pictures. Yeah, stay behind fence. You start to see the boat pop up now, so. And this was the sketchy part of if I was supposed to go this way or not. Because you got the attendant's house and all the storage stuff here. I was like, yeah, this is the right place. I started to see the boat. Well, I can't think of any other thing better to end the video off of that. Well, it was totally unexpected, but again, this is you when you're hiking. Can't expect it every time, right? Alright, well, until next time on the Erie Canal Trail. Thanks for watching.